Hey everyone, welcome back to Plant-Based Kitchen. Thanksgiving is only about a week away and the holidays right behind that. So I figured why not make a plant-based Thanksgiving dinner. This is going to be 5 dishes that I'm putting together that could be a great Thanksgiving or holiday dinner. So we're going to start, it's going to have a soup made with spaghetti squash and broccoli. We're going to be doing a green bean casserole. We're going to be doing some roasted Brussels sprouts and carrots. We're going to be doing a vegan mac and cheese. And we're also going to be making jackfruit sliders. So that's our menu. So let's go ahead. So I'm going to start with the Brussels sprouts. And this is going to be pretty simple. So we're just going to take our Brussels sprouts and lay it out on here. And then we're going to take our carrots in here as well. Then I'm just going to hit it with a splash of olive oil. Just make sure they're all nice and oiled up. You don't need to use a lot of oil, but you just want to make sure that they all have a at least light coat on them, so that all the Brussels sprouts and carrots all have a light coat of oil on them. And then we're going to take some rosemary and just sprinkle it on here as well. And then this will go in the oven at about 350. You could, ideally you do it at 425, but I'm going to put this in at the same time as the mac and cheese and the green bean casserole. And those are supposed to be at 350, so I'm just going to roast them all at the same time. Alright, now we can get started on the soup. So I'm going to take my broccoli and pour it in here. And I'm going to take my spaghetti squash and put that in here as well. This is going to be a creamed soup, so it really doesn't matter how chunky the pieces are, as long as they cook, because we're going to be taking a hand blender and blending it anyway. So I'm just going to add some water to cover that. Add some salt. I'm going to add some oregano. We're going to throw 1 bay leaf in there. So then I'm going to turn this up on high and let it come up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, we can cover it and then we simmer until the rest of the dishes are done, because you can let this simmer, the longer the better. So let's go ahead and let this boil, and let's move on to our next dish that we're going to get started. So for our green bean casserole, we can use canned cream of mushroom, but I'm going to be making cream of mushroom using fresh mushrooms, simply because the canned ones tend to have dairy. Is get some olive oil in the pan. Now that our pan is hot and the oil is hot, I'm going to add my onions in there. At this point, we can add our... Now we're going to add our mushrooms. Add some of our milk, or vegan milk. So I'm using Ripple, which is a brand that's made with pea protein. You can use whichever brand of vegan milk or oat milk or any of the vegan milks, plant-based milks that you prefer. So I'm going to cover this up and let it cook on medium to medium low heat for about another 5 to 10 minutes. So if it's a little thin, what you can do, what I do to thicken these kind of things up, is to use garbanzo flour or chickpea flour. So we can add a spoon in here. That really thickens it is when it cools down. So what we're gonna do is do that. Shut the heat off on this. So I'm gonna take my green beans and put them in here. And then I'm going to take my cream of mushroom and pour it over that. Now for our mac and cheese, I have my water boiling here. My macaroni is going to go in there as soon as it boils. And then we can make our sauce here, our cheese sauce, that we're going to coat our macaroni in. So we're going to take a little bit of butter and throw it in here, vegan butter. I use a brand called Miyoko's, so it is not nut-free. That is a cashew milk-based butter. But if you need a milk-based, a nut-free butter, please make sure to take a look at which ones are nut-free. So I'm just gonna have this on about low heat, just to like let the butter melt. So this is about 1/3 of a cup of butter that we're allowing to melt. Now, and our pasta is boiling now, so I'm gonna add my my macaroni in here. I'm gonna add my macaroni in here. The heat on low, so the heat is gonna be on low for this. And then we're gonna take our chickpea flour again. We're actually going to add a spoon of chickpea flour in this and just kind of fry that off a bit. Flash a ripple to this as well. And then we're going to add our Parmesan. So I use a vegan Parmesan. It's made by Violife. It's a coconut oil based vegan cheese. So if you're allergic to coconuts, there are many other vegan cheeses out there, so try them. But if you're not allergic to coconuts, this is what I found was the best vegan Parmesan out there. But if you are allergic to coconuts, then go ahead and try like a different, something else that may work better for you. I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. So after draining it, I'm just going to put my pasta in here. There we go. Put our pasta into this oven-safe dish, and then we put half of it in there, cover it with some shredded vegan cheddar cheese, and for this I use Miyoko's new cheddar that she has. And then we can get the rest of the pasta in here as well on top of this. We top it off with another layer of Miyoko's shredded cheddar. There we go. And then this will go into the microwave for 350 degrees for 25 minutes. Alright, so we have our base working of olive oil, and then I fried off some mustard seeds, and then some cumin seeds, and then I added some onions, and then I added some tomatoes. So this is about, now I'm going to add my jackfruit. There we go. Looks like all the liquid has been cooked off. This is actually pretty finished right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off the heat as well, turn this off, and we can start to put together our sliders with this. With this jackfruit, I'm just going to finish with some lemon just over the top. And our soup has been simmering this whole time, so now we can finish this. So what I have the heat off now, so I'm going to add, this is just powdered coconut milk. You can use the canned coconut milk as well. Let's say 2 spoons of coconut milk, 2.5 spoons of coconut milk. Just a little bit so that the powder is stirred in. And then we're going to blend this. You can blend it and then add the coconut milk powder, but blending it afterwards, make sure that you don't get like your coconut milk powder clumping up. It kind of blends in a little bit better. So you can do it either way, whichever way works better for you, but I prefer to do it this way. Alright, so there we go. That's our soup. Now that we have everything together, we can put that together, so let's finish up the meal. Alright, and there you have it. 5 dishes for Thanksgiving and holiday season. You got your jackfruit, you got your broccoli and squash soup, your green bean casserole, mac and cheese, and your roasted Brussels sprouts and carrots. So go ahead and try that. Hope you guys like these dishes. Hope you guys try them out. And hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving, great holiday season coming up. Please leave some comments below. Please hit like and subscribe. And hope everyone is staying safe and staying happy during the upcoming holiday season. Thank you very much.